What do you think about competition? What are your thoughts about copying? I ask that because many of the creators that I work with create product that solve specific problems in the market. There's a problem that many times they saw for many years, they had an idea and decided to go for it. And in many of these cases, they would be the first one who will bring a solution for that problem. So, in other words, their solution, their brand, their product will bring a lot more awareness to that problem, to that market. And in most cases, those creators are really concerned of what would happen once the product is out there. They're obviously concerned even before that as to, hey, what if someone will find out about it and copy me and all this stuff? But this can possibly be protected legally. And by the way, the first thing, if you are in this space, the first thing that I will do is get an advice from an attorney who specializes in these things to really understand what you can protect and what you can't. But the level that I want to talk about is that concern that many times becomes a fear of what would happen once I'm out there and a big brand will see the product, or just anybody else will now be aware of that and will try to copy my product, to do a version of that solution, or even offer something else to that customer, and I'm going to lose that huge advantage of creating the first solution for that problem. And my perspective and my answer when they ask about that is very simple. I think it's a great thing if you put something out there and you create now awareness, and there's other brands, other people, other businesses who are jumping into that pool. Because think about it for a second. If your solution is really good, the fact that other brands are now jumping into that market, what they do is they're basically helping you create even more awareness for that, which in result, if you're really bringing something new, something different, and you're really good at what you do, and more so, you really keep, you make sure that you improve this solution and you're listening to your customer and you're not just putting it out there and disappear, which means you'll keep perfecting that. But at the same time, there is much more awareness to that problem. More brands are jumping into it. Then this is free promotion. This is taking advantage of free marketing and free buzz for what you're trying to do. Because now, instead of you just on your own with your own resources, need to go for and look for this market and target these customers and create awareness for that to say, hey, you guys have this problem, I have the solutions. There's other brands out there who are doing it. So all of a sudden, you'll read more about this. All of a sudden, you'll see more talk about it. You'll see more awareness to it. And it actually will help your brand. It'll create more buzz about your brand. You can still be the first one who's doing it, and you can still be the best solution for that. So it's all about the right perspective around that. If you're able to look at it this way and know that you have something good in your hand, the competition becomes a motivation. Copying your product is just a version. And if you're doing a good product, it's just a poor version of your version. And that is not your competition. Because your customer, if you'll know how to share your value of that product, for them to understand how is this different than anything out there, they'll choose your product. They'll know what you give them. And if they're not, and if they're looking for that copy, they're not your customer to begin with. So think about it next time when you think about that fear and stress and anxiety about bringing something new into the product, into the market. It actually can be a great advantage to have other businesses creating a buzz for it. Let me know what you think. If you had any experience in that space, I'd love to hear that. In the meantime, take care, and I'll talk to you soon.